Meet Bryan. Bryan is a typical child growing up in the Fairmount community of Newark, New Jersey. While there are many variations to the profile of a Fairmount child, Bryan is a reflection of Fairmount data and community feedback. Meet Bryan. Bryan is an elementary school student who lives in the Fairmount neighborhood within the West Ward of Newark, New Jersey. Math is Bryan's favorite subject, and he consistently scores proficient on the math section of the annual New Jersey Ask exam. Unfortunately, Bryan is 1.5 years behind grade level in reading. His grandmother, his guardian, attributes this delay to frequent absences due to asthma and the fact that he did not enter a formal learning setting until kindergarten. To manage Bryan's asthma, his grandmother has been encouraged to frequent his medical home. However, the hours and location of his pediatrician make visits difficult for his grandmother. She has also been encouraged to allow Bryan to engage in moderate physical activity, but she worries that this will trigger an asthma attack. Further, she fears for Bryan's safety beyond the doors of her home, so he rarely ventures outside to play. Bryan, his older brother, and younger sister live with their grandmother on the first floor of a two-family home. His aunt and baby cousin live with them as well. The house to the immediate left of his home and a home 2 doors to the right of him have been boarded, and the vacant home behind his house has become a dumping ground. Welcome to Fairmount as Bryan knows it. Many have become all too familiar not only with Bryan's story, but with efforts to improve outcomes for children and families like Bryan's. The goal of NFPN is to leverage such efforts and neighborhood assets and coordinate them into a seamless continuum of solutions to transform the neighborhood of Fairmount. Now, here is the vision for Bryan and his family after the implementation of NFPN. Bryan immediately received individualized literacy support through an extended learning time program offered through NFPN. Bryan also received medical support to manage his asthma through his school-based health center, which resulted in a significant decrease of school absences. Bryan is now an 8th grader and reads above grade level. One of his favorite activities is sharing his newfound love of reading with his younger sister. Bryan's younger sister was immediately enrolled in a local high-quality early learning setting where she was referred to an early intervention program through the state due to a communication disorder identified by her teacher. She is currently receiving support for her learning disability in school and at home. Bryan's older brother began to disengage from school shortly after being transferred to a new school when his local high school closed down. Through the NFPN, Bryan's older brother was paired with a male mentor and enrolled in the Rutgers Are You Ready program. He is currently a high school senior reviewing options for college. Bryan's aunt currently works at the local grocery store, but for years has dreamed of starting her own business. The growing interest in her crocheted baby products has made her the neighborhood source for customized baby shower gifts. Given this interest in her already existing customer base, she was connected to an entrepreneurial training program through the NFPN. She recently completed the program and is in the process of completing a business plan to launch her baby crochet business, Crochet Baby Crochet. Bryan's aunt has also been connected to parental classes through the NFPN, where she has learned how to engage her toddler at home to support vocabulary and sensory development. Welcome to Fairmount. This is Bryan's house. This house represents the continuum of solutions we aim to weave together to transform outcomes in the Fairmount community. Again, we recognize that many bright spots exist in the Fairmount community and have given promise and opportunity to many. However, our imperative is to ensure that all of Fairmount is a bright spot and solutions speak to the unique needs and desired outcomes of the community. Our call is, to paraphrase the words of then-Senator Barack Obama, to move from only helping a few children beat the odds to truly transforming the odds of the entire neighborhood for Bryan, his peers, and generations of Fairmount residents to come.